That's a memo. Now for the top story tonight. Speaker of the House, John Boehner, says Republicans will be blamed if the government shuts down on Friday. Joining us now from West Palm Beach to analyze, the author of the new bestseller, Revolt, Dick Morris. So there's a big meeting at the White House, I guess, tonight between Boehner, the president, and I think Harry Reid, the majority leader. That says, I think something will get done. But do you believe that Boehner's right when he says if the government is shut down on Friday, Republicans will be blamed?
No. I think that Boehner is reflecting an inside Washington point of view, which is within the Beltway, within the process, the Republicans would be seen as too obstinate, and the inside opinion would turn on them. But the vast majority of the American people want spending cuts. And when there's one side that wants deeper cuts and another that wants more shallow cuts, the deeper is going to win. In my book, Revolt, I have a whole chapter explaining how the Republicans win a government shutdown, and I have a column on my dickmorris.com website on that. The Republicans, by making this issue public, shouting it at the top of their lungs, and making the debate about spending, there is no way the Republican Party loses that fight. And I'm the guy that ran Bill Clinton's side of it in '95, '96, so I know what I'm talking about.
All right, but there isn't really one Republican who can galvanize attention. There are a whole bunch of them, Paul Ryan, Boehner, but there isn't really one person who has a bully pulpit that President Obama does. President Obama goes out today, gives a speech, and he says, listen, I want to compromise, and these Republicans, they don't want to hear it. They're not giving up anything. They're not compromising with me. They don't care about the country, and on and on and on. There isn't any Republican that has the megaphone the president has. So you're telling me, Morris, that you don't think public opinion is going to go against the GOP when the Speaker of the House, who leads the GOP in the House of Representatives, he disagrees with you?
Yeah, he's not going to be the spokesman. He'll be the speaker. But guys like Gingrich and Sarah Palin and Mike Huckabee and others are going to really step up on that.
They might step up, but they're not going to defend the government shutdown. I don't see Gingrich doing that. He got roasted last time he did it.
No, he will, and he'll beat it. But listen to this. If the fundamental division of the country is strongly in favor of cutting spending,
I agree.
And if that is the issue, if that is the issue, which it will be, Obama's going to be in tough shape. Now, I think they need to go about it differently, Bill. I think the Republicans should not shut down the whole government or even a large part of it. What they should do is target certain programs, like foreign aid, for example, or the one Schumer ticked off, PBS and Endowment for the Arts. Defund those programs. Fund the rest of the government.
But you can't get through the Senate. You're not going to get that through the Senate.
If the senators say, we are so committed to foreign aid and so committed to PBS that we will not appropriate money for the rest of the government, then the shutdown will be their doing. And the fight won't just be about spending, where we win 2-to-1. It'll be about foreign aid, where we win 10-to-1.
Okay. You know, as I said, I don't like to take ideological sides. It's not what I do here. But I have to take the side of the Republicans in this case. I just don't understand why President Obama doesn't see the urgency of a $14 trillion debt, where he doesn't see that if this thing doesn't get under control, and I mean under control fast, that bad times lay ahead. Why do you think he doesn't understand that?
Because his goal is to expand the size of government.
But he can't anymore. He doesn't have the money to do it. It's not there.
I know, but that's the point. He wants that deficit to force tax increases, which permanently increase the size of government.
But he's lost that fight. He has lost that fight. Why is he continuing to fight for a lost cause?
Well, in part because the Democrats don't want him to back down. But let me go to the other question you raised earlier. Will there be a shutdown? I think there probably will be, because I think the Republicans got to show that they're willing to shut it down. Otherwise, they lose all influence over any other decision. If the Republicans flinch at this point, they'll flinch over the debt limit.
I just think that they're going to make a deal, and they're going
to. The Democrats need to show that they can force the Republicans to shut down. In other words, if this were the ultimate fight, Bill, there'd be a deal. But it's not. It's round one.
No, but I don't think Obama wants this, and I don't think Boehner wants it. I don't care what Reid wants. The two most powerful guys in the room tonight are going to be the president and Boehner, and neither one wants this. So I think they're going to work out some kind of language to avert it. I mean, look, you and I, we've differed
Bill,
before, and I'm usually right, as you know. But you could be on this one.
Boehner may agree. Boehner may agree, but he will not be able to take even half of his party with him. Any Republican that votes for less than the full complement of 61 billion of cuts,
all he has to do is get half in the House and
fight.
It passes. He doesn't have to get more than half.
If Boehner passes this with Democratic votes, with a smattering of Republicans, he will be forced to resign as Speaker.
All right. Well, a lot of high drama, Morris, coming up in the next couple of days, and we appreciate your point of view as always. The book is Revolt. Check it out. Next on the rundown, the former head of NPR.